Hello everyone, and welcome to our grade level biology lesson. Today we are diving into Unit 6, Population and Natural Resources. This lesson is brought to you by the Minister of Education Ethiopia, and I'm excited to guide you through this important topic. Stay with me as we explore how population interact with their environment, how we use our natural resources, and what we can do to preserve our planet for future generation. Let's begin with a quick overview of what we will learn in this unit. Our learning outcomes are understand the concept of population ecology, define natural resources and discuss how we conserve them, and assess how human activities impact the environment, appreciate the wisdom behind indigenous conservation practices. So these topics are not only relevant for your exams, but are essential for being an informed and responsible citizen. So what is population ecology? It's a branch of biology that studies population, meaning that group of individuals of the same species and how they interact with their environment. Let's break down a few key concepts. The first one is population size. Population size is the total number of individuals in a population. Second one is population density, which refers to how many individuals live in a given area. The third one is dispersion patterns, which describes how individuals are spread out and are they clumped together, evenly spaced or random scattered. Understanding this pattern helps students manage wildlife, predict outbreaks, and address conservation challenges. Population size and density. Let's go deeper into population size and density. We have population size is the number of individuals in a habitat. For example, if we have 1,000 rats in a forest, the population size is 1,000. The other one is population density, is how tightly packed they are. If those rats live in a 1 kilometer square area, we have 1,000 rats per square kilometer, and this helps ecologists understand how crowded an ecosystem is and how that might affect survival and competition. But how do we estimate population sizes in the wild? Here are two common methods. The first one is quadrat method, often used for plants or immobile animals like snails. Scientists place square frames or quadrats on the ground and count the organisms inside. Then they use averages to estimate the whole area. The second one is mark recapture method, used for mobile animals like birds or fish. You catch and mark a group of animals, release them, then capture again later. The ratio of marked to unmarked animals helps estimate the total population. These methods are crucial for conservation, wildlife management, and even farming. Population don't stay the same. They grow or shrink over time. Let's look at two types of population growth. The first one is exponential growth. This is when resources are unlimited. The population keeps doubling, forming a J-shaped curve, and it's fast but not sustainable. The other one is logistic growth. This is more realistic, and as resources become limited, growth slows and the levels of the curve become S-shaped. Now let's look at the formulas behind these growth types. For exponential growth, the rate of change in population size, that is dn over dt, is equal to the growth rate of or r multiplied by the current population of size n. So dn over dt refers to, this means the change in population over time, and r refers to growth rate or how fast the population increases, and capital N refers to current population size. So if r is positive, the population keeps increasing without limit. forming a J-shaped curve. The other one is logistic growth. The rate of the population growth equals to RN multiplied by a factor that slows growth as the population size approaches the carrying capacity K. So when we see the formula, K refers to, capital K refers to the carrying capacity or the maximum number of individuals the environment can support, and in the bracket we have 1 minus n over k, which refers to a limiting factor that reduces growth as n approaches k. When n is small, the population grows quickly. When n gets close to k, the term 1 minus n over k becomes close to 0, so the growth slows down. This forms an S-shaped curve or sigmoidal curve. So what's the control population size? There are two types of factors. These are density-dependent factor and density-independent factors. Density-dependent factors, this increases in effect as population density increases. Example, competition for food, disease spread, predation. These are the density-dependent factors. The other one is density-independent factors. These affect population regardless of sizes. Example, floods, droughts, and pollution. These natural checks keep populations balanced. The other one is demographic structure. Demography is the study of populations, especially human populations. Important parameters include crude birth rate, which refers to births per 1,000 per year, and crude death rates, which refers to days per 1,000 people per year. And the other one is fertility rate, average number of children per woman. Then migration refers to the movement in or out of populations. So a population pyramid is a visual chart that shows the age and the gender distribution. These pyramids help us understand population trend and plan for the future. The other one is types of population pyramids. There are three main types of population pyramids. These are expansive, constructive, and stationary. Expansive, a broad base showing many young people. This means high birth rates and potential for rapid growth. The other one is constructive, a narrow base indicating fewer children being born and common in developed countries. Stationary, balanced across age groups, suggesting a stable population. Understanding these types helps in planning resources like schools, hospitals, and jobs. Natural resources are materials from the environment that we use for survival and development. They come into two types. The first one is renewable resource. These are naturally replenished. Example, sunlight, fresh water, forests. The other one is non-renewable resources. These are limited and take millions of years to form. So examples can be coal, oil, and minerals. Using these wisely is key to sustainability. The other one is, why do we need conservation? Because without it, future generations may suffer from shortages or environmental collapse. Conservation methods include indigenous practice and modern practice. Indigenous practice like terracing, agroforestry, and mixed cropping. So when we refer to modern strategies like protected areas, renewable energy, and sustainable agriculture. Combining both gives us a strong foundation for protecting our environment. The other one is indigenous conservation practices in Ethiopia. Let's celebrate some local wisdom. In Ethiopia, the Konso people are known for terracing, which refers to building steps on slopes to prevent erosion. The other one is counter farming, planting along the natural curves of land, mixed cropping, growing different plants together to protect biodiversity. These methods protect soil, conserve water, and enhance food security, and indigenous knowledge is incredibly valuable. Unfortunately, human activity has caused serious harm to ecosystems. Major issues include deforestation, pollution, urbanization, climate change. When we say deforestation, it refers to cutting down forests for farming or construction. The other one is pollution, meaning that contaminating air, water, and soil. The third one is urbanization, which refers to turning natural areas into cities. The last but not the least, the climate change caused by greenhouse gases from factories and cars. We must change our ways to prevent long-term damage. Pollution and its effect. Let's talk more about pollution. Air pollution from cars and factories leads to breathing problems and global warming. Water pollution from sewage and chemicals kills fish and causes disease. Soil pollution from pesticides and waste destroys soil fertility and affects crops. Solutions include reducing waste, recycling, and using clean energy. Let's wrap up. Population ecology teaches us how species grow and interact with their environment. Natural resources must be used wisely and conserved. Human impact can be reduced through awareness and action. Every choice we make matters, from how we farm to what we consume to what we protect nature. Now it's your turn to think critically. How can we balance population growth with environmental conservation? What indigenous practices from your region can help protect nature? Comment your answers below and let's start a conversation. Thank you for learning with me today. Remember, biology is not just about cells and organisms. It's about life on Earth. By understanding ecology and conservation, we can help build a better future for all. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more lessons. See you next time. Bye.